What's up, college football fans, and welcome to our Western Michigan Broncos rebuild. We finished season 2 10-4. We definitely overachieved, reaching the college playoffs. Quick look at week 2 of the college football playoffs. I was hoping Notre Dame would lose, but they still have a tough road ahead no matter what. And it's going to be Georgia and Notre Dame in the national championship game. And I never thought I'd say thank goodness Georgia won, but thank goodness Georgia beat Notre Dame. With the season over, we're taking a look at our stats, and our freshman elite quarterback did pretty good. He had over 3,000 passing yards. We didn't even have 1,000 rushing yards on the ground between our top 2 runners. But Frank the Tank broke 1,000 yards by himself receiving. Our sack leader was Tristan Johnson, and he set the conference record for sacks. And our interception leader was Christian Gray, and he looks like he's going to the NFL this season. And our end of the season rankings is 18 over Ohio State. Now it's time for the transfer portal, and we're going to see how many players we lose. We did get hit hard in the transfer portal, but the one player who stayed was our elite wide receiver. I think the ones that are going to hurt the most are going to be these freshmen that are leaving after their redshirt year. We got our top guy drafted, but nobody else progressed enough to get picked up. Our team grades have improved now. We moved up to a 2-star team prestige. There's only 3 4-star players in the transfer portal, and I'm going for all of them. The rest of our targets are all 3-star linebackers. I want to switch over to the 3-4 this season. Week 2, I switched most of our pitches over to hard sells. And this third week of the transfer portal, I added like 10 players, and we have 34 targets on the board. Entering the last week of the transfer portal, we start signing players. With the extra hours after signing those players, I dropped a few guys, and this right here is the only real battle we have. The portal is over, and this screen right here is a little bit ridiculous because it goes through every single player, and I'm going to be here just spamming X for about 5 minutes. We messed out on a couple players, but these guys weren't going to make us anyway. We signed 28 players, but we still only finished with the 44th class because we only signed 3 stars. But now that we're a 2-star program, I'm going to start going for some higher rated players. With the transfers, we now have 3 players with a star or better development trait. Our star running back ended up staying, so he's going to start for his senior season. And for the 2nd year in a row, a kicker is our highest overall freshman. Behind him, though, is our 4-star right tackle who came in at a 76. Diaz came in at a 75, but he only has 84 speed. For position changes, so it's more of a balancing act, just making sure we had enough players at every position. I see a couple players overall skyrocketed, and they're going to transfer out. That D tackle with the sack record upgraded his dev trait to elite. At first glance, it looks like our team jumped about 15 overall. I was hoping this guy would get a big boost to his stats from his play, and he sure did. Our running backs made a huge improvement, and I think I'm going to give this guy a red shirt now in his sophomore year. Our elite receiver jumped to an 81, but there's no way for us to increase pro potential. This player was an offensive tackle, and I moved him to tight end, and he gained 6 pounds and 7 overall. Frank the Tank got a plus 10 overall, and he's still going to be our starter because he is way faster than that other guy. Our offensive line didn't improve too much, and we're actually going to have a freshman starting at left tackle. The defensive side of the ball is a different story, though, and we have 288 overall defensive tackles. I had planned on switching to the 3-4 this season, but that's not happening with those 2 defensive tackles, and we're just going to have to move one of these middle linebackers to the outside. Our secondary is still really good, and if we competed for the championship last team this season, we should go even further. We're not over on the roster size, but I'm still kicking this punter because the freshman came in with a higher overall. I want to ride out this playthrough in the MAC conference, and hopefully they can improve this season. We get our first look at our overall, and we moved all the way up to a 77. But that's the end of the offseason. That's the end of our video. If you liked it, subscribe for more, and we'll see you next time. Peace.